executed his pitches. He's got really good stuff, weird angle, and pounds the zone with his fastball. And it's a really good fastball.
You guys have been down big kind of early, a fair amount here.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to put it on the pitchers, but how difficult is that to have constantly be behind?
Well, I mean, Wally kept us in the game. I mean, he gave up those runs in the first 3 innings, but he gave us a chance and kept us in the game in a 4-1 game, and we just, as an offense, couldn't get together and respond and either tie the game up or make it close there at the end.
There haven't been too many games where, first of all, successive outs, but also like quick at bats, and that's, which doesn't necessarily mean bad at bats, but how were the at bats tonight? Was it any different tonight than?
No, I think we've had a pretty good offense all year, I think, and we made a lot of hard contact and have some really good at bats, and I think the approach we've been taking is really good, and tonight it just didn't work.
When a guy's in that kind of group, is there anything you as a collective offense can do to kind of change that approach and put some traffic out there? I mean, easier said than
Obviously,
done.
try to have some quality at bats, but when he's executing the way he does and with the stuff he has, it makes it even harder. So I mean, you got to be really precise in your decision making and try to put some good swings on some pitches. And sometimes it happens against those guys, and sometimes it doesn't. It happens like tonight.
You guys have faced some very good pitching in this homestand, but how frustrating are these results? How frustrated is this team right now that you guys haven't been able to figure it out offensively?
No, I think one thing we need to do better is try to get the starter out before the 5th inning, and I feel like we've done a great job of that all year and getting into teams' bullpens, and especially in the first game of the series, which is a huge one because you got 2 more after that, and last 3 games it feels like we haven't done a great job of that, and come back tomorrow and continue what we're doing, which I think has been really good outside these last few days.
What made their guy as tough as he was tonight?
I don't know. The lead that he has. I think. He's a really good pitcher, but he was pitching comfortable, I think. Mixing. Yes.
Did you see a different? I know your first at bat didn't last very long. You guys have been behind early, and by 2, 3, 4 runs, and I wonder how difficult that is, or the challenge every night feeling that pressure as an offense.
Yeah, it's difficult. But we have a really good staff, and I'm sure they're gonna tighten it up, and just keep us in the ball game. Better job.
Some very good pitching in this homestand, but how frustrated are guys right now? 5-game slide and to not win games at home.
What can I say? We have to play better. We just have to play better. We have a good team here that's going to play better. We coming tomorrow. We just have to play better and win games. We have to start winning games.
I know he was really good tonight. Your guys' at-bats, even when you haven't scored a lot, have been good, and you've talked about that. Were they the same kind of at-bats tonight? Because there was a lot more quicker at-bats. There was...
Oh, the guy is good too. He has like I said, he has a lead, and he's really good. It's not easy to. He's really good. He's a left-handed pitcher, slinging the pitches. It's tough.
Mike, what do you think of the at-bats between the 2nd and the 9th inning?
We didn't have any hits, so I'm not sure what do you want me to say. I mean, clearly...
There's a lot of quick at-bats.
Yeah, I get it. I understand the question. I get it completely. It's fair. Couple things in play. Guy's pretty good. Got to tip your hat. Also, you want to appreciate the fact that, he's had 2 secondary pitches, that were working, the slider, curveball, whatever he was calling it, and the heater. Whether we stuck with our approach consistently enough, that's something that we'll have to look at and explore.
What do you think the effect is of all the early runs, say the first inning, even the 2nd and 3rd? Your offense is finding itself having to dig out of a hole.
Yeah, it just adds up a little bit. We need to get that momentum we talk about. It's not entirely a momentum game, but definitely can be. And, you're down early, and we do punch back. And then the shutdown inning part that, has been a mystery to this point, where we haven't been able to do that near consistently enough, and that creates that momentum when you do it, and we haven't been able to figure that one out yet.
How do you view the last couple weeks for Tatis? He's hit balls pretty hard. Maybe not having much luck, but not many results either.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably a microcosm of what's going on, in the game right now for us. Like, just the proverbial ball didn't bounce your way. He's hit some balls right on the screws, and he had a one-hopper missile yesterday right at the shortstop for a double play first pitch, and hit a ball deep to center, and hit some balls good. His exit velocity's good. It's one of those things that, finds a couple holes. We're probably not mentioning it, but I like his approach. His chase rate's good. All the things that you look at to evaluate hitters are positive. Just a matter of finding some grass where nobody's standing.
Another small sample, but you guys are 1-10 in night games at Peckled this year, despite still drawing very well. What do you make of that? Is there anything you can read into that at all?
I don't, Dennis. If there was, we'd clearly do something about it. I mean, I got to tell you, it's disappointing from everybody's chair, including mine. Is we get the crowds that we get, the support that we get, the excitement we get, the enthusiasm we get at home. It's candidly. I mean, I saw the stat the other day of all the tickets that are sold. Petco Park has the most occupancy of those tickets. So we're filling the crowd. We're filling the stadium, and tickets sold, and then the people are showing up, and we clearly have done some things in some day games that have been positive. But to your point, we haven't been good enough in night games. We just hadn't been good enough at home, and I'll take the brunt of the responsibility if there needs to be any responsibility had.
The losing streak started in Colorado. What do you make of? You talk a lot about effort. What do you make of the results that have happened on the field?
We lost in Colorado, and then we have not won since. Is your question? I guess I'm not sure what you want me to answer. The effect of that
is there a lingering effect to the way?
I don't know. I don't believe that. That's the one thing. It was a tough one. Don't get me wrong. It was frustrating. I think I was probably pretty clear about that. For the way the guys played and performed in the getaway day in that ballpark, and did so many things well. Do I think it's a hangover effect from that? I do not. The one thing that you manage, you play, you're in this game long enough, especially you come home and you just figure out a way. Like, we play again tomorrow. The thing we can't do now is to have this, oh no, woe's me, we're down, that kind of, because that's the only issue that I'll have, and I don't see that. I see good effort. I see the right looking to play, executing, and do the right things, intent and preparation. I don't see any of that, and I'll live and die by that. But clearly it started there, and I can't excuse the fact that it's happened. But is it a carryover? I personally don't have any cause and effect to it.